Hello, and my name is Josie, and I'm a professional dancer by trade, but on the side hustle, I bought this old Mercedes bus, and I'm currently trying to convert it into my dream tiny home on wheels. In this week's episode of Bus Off with Josie, I'm tackling the driver's seat. And here it is, the ugly driving seat. I mean, it's not too bad if you like navy blue and being reminded of your old school uniform from the all-girls school, but it doesn't quite float my boat. So I'm gonna give it a little makeover. Think rustic, romantic, boho, neutral, natural, browns, woods, creams. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for in the bus. That and a pink velvet sofa that I made earlier, but I'm not going to do this pink velvet. I just think that'll be a bit OTT. So anyway, let's go fabric shopping. This is the one we've gone for. It's like it's just very hard wearing, quite fancy. I feel like, ooh, so luxurious. Okay, so now I have my fabric. This is the fabric that I've gone for. Let's just discuss how I'm gonna do this chair makeover. What the experts advise.
And we'll start taking the fabric off. And I'm going to lift this up here.
I then could remove the back and now be taken off.
Most people have advised me to take off the original cover and like redo it. So I decided to not do that and to make my own way. Oh dear. Doing it, which involves spray painting a really nice colour on the back, and I'm literally going to sew on top. No, I have never reupholstered a chair before, and yes, I am completely ignoring experts' advice. Let's just call this the Josie way. And the Josie way involves detaching the back from the bottom of the seat. Lefty, loosey, righty-tighty. Right that way, left this way. Oh. Oh god, I feel like I'm going to snap that. Oh. No. Come on. Ah, it didn't work. Okay. Hey! Something came off. Can I help you, madam? Said Winnie the Labradoodle. Yeah, I wish. Way, it's finally apart. Next up on the Josie way was spray painting the fake leather on the back. Well, I've actually already done this. If you can see. Can you hear that? That's the sound of fresh spray painting.
Sticky.
And now it's this lovely coffee kind of colour. It was a navy blue, so it's definitely an improvement already. Okay, so next up on the Josie way is replicating the same pattern of the chair in my new fabric. And what I mean by that is, can you see that it has like panels? I'm going to cut the fabric into 4 separate panels, 1, 2, 3, 4, sew it together on a sewing machine and then hand stitch it over the seat on these lines. But first off, I got to make templates from my panels. I'm using newspaper for this, folding the newspaper and pinning it to the chair to fit each panel. The end result is it looks like a newspaper chair. Then I pinned my templates onto my fabric. Now I'm measuring an inch away from each template on the fabric, and that will give me a sewing allowance. Next is to cut them out and then sew them together. So I've sewn all the pieces together. I feel like it looks quite good. I'm going to iron it before I sew it on, but now what I'm basically doing is tacking it to the back of my seat. I'll start with this middle line, sewing that to that middle line, and then I'll go down these middle lines and I'll do the edges last. Guys, this is so hard. It's so hard because I can't push the needle through. Like I got this special upholstery needle thing, but it just like won't go. It just won't go through, and I've got my thimble. I'm assuming that's what these are for, like to put more pressure on when you push it through, but oh, this is like number 1. Oh god. This is gonna take me all day. Guys, these seats were so stiff to pull that thread through. I ended up asking my mum to help me because my fingers were dead. This is my seat, all sewn in, but you know I spray painted the back. It has not taken very well to this fake leather. It's still really tacky because it's so tacky. It picks up like loads of dirt also comes off, so that's not what we want. So I'm gonna have to sand this all off and repaint it with a different paint, and I've chosen to go for chalk paint because apparently that works. This colour is just a pain in the ass that I've got to redo it because now I don't want to get paint on my new fabric. Yeah, that would be very annoying if I got paint on that. Fingers crossed the chalk paint will work and it will be fine. Okay, let's get going. Turns out washing up liquid and water and the scourer works a little bit better.